Channel Africa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Shakira's Diaries on Cleverland TV in Diaspora, where you get to meet inspirational people to share their untold stories. And today we have a great superwoman, a beauty guru. She is the founder of Makanaka Beauty Bar. She is also a motivational speaker, a life coach. I will go more and more. Here she is. She has to tell us about herself. Welcome, Ivy.
Hi, Tintai. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure being here.
Pleasure to have you, Ivy. You look so beautiful as always.
You too, you're so beautiful.
Thank you. Ivy, tell us about yourself. Who is Ivy?
Okay, so Ivy Mucheng is a mom of three. I've got three children. My firstborn is 15, 10, and 5. I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a business owner. Like you mentioned, I own a beauty bar called Makanaka Beauty Bar, which is situated in Avenues in Harare. For those who know Harare, I was born in a family of four ladies, 4 girls. We are now ladies, as I'm saying, ladies. We are now ladies. My father is a pastor, so we grew up as pastor's daughters. And you would imagine how we grew up. We were not exposed to a lot of things, being beauty, going out a lot. So I was a bit consecutive in other things. But as I continued my journey in my life, that's when I started to explore other things, and now I ended up into the beauty industry.
Interesting. And how is it to be a pastor's child?
It's a lot, you kind of get a lot of people expecting you to behave in a certain way, and a lot of people expect you to be this perfect person. You are grounded, and you kind of then pull yourself down to that level. You say, I'm a pastor's daughter, I'm not supposed to do this. Even my dad didn't even want us to wear trousers at some point. You would say you are a pastor's daughter, so you're not supposed to wear trousers. And you can imagine growing up in an environment like that, but at the same time you'd want to go out and be with other children and explore. But well, here I am now.
Wow, I can imagine. You also have to behave as if you are the pastor, as if you are the one with the calling.
Yeah, I can say that again.
Okay, Ivy, when did you find out that you love beauty, you're passionate for beauty?
Oh, okay. It was a journey. When I started working, I remember I went in OK supermarket, one of the biggest supermarkets in Zimbabwe. So as I was working there, I was working at the till areas, at the checkout point. And then one day, one of the managers called me and said, I think we would want you to go and work at the beauty and cosmetics department, where I was going to be a buyer. So there I would just order things, receive goods, and help clients to buy whatever they were looking for. And then at the beauty section, I would even tell clients that, I think your skin, you need this and this and this. It was just coming out naturally. I did not train for it, but for me, it was coming out naturally. But that time, I did not realize that I wanted to do beauty. So then I left OK Supermarket after 4 years. I then went and worked in Edgar's, one of the biggest clothing shop again in Zimbabwe. So as I was working there, I started as a sales floor person where we just help clients to choose clothes and what. Then my manager again called me and said, I think we'd want you again to go at the beauty and cosmetics department. I don't know what they would be seeing in me, but they will end up pushing me to go into the department, Red Beauty. So then as I was working, then I was assisting clients buying cosmetics like Black Opal, Estee Lauder. I would help clients to choose their foundation shades, and then I would sometimes put a bit of makeup just to show them if they actually fit the shade. So that's when I then realized that I think I actually like this, because also what made me to like it was the expressions and the way my clients would react when I finished to do the small touch up before even I trained. And they'll say, wow. So that expression and how they'll react actually made me happy to say, this person actually has confidence now after I did this. So then I told myself, why can't I go and do this full time? So then I left the clothing shop and I went and worked under someone who was doing cosmetics full time. I then got a job there as an intern first, and after about 3 months, they took me in as one of their workers, and I started working there and practiced and as one of the makeup artists there. And I worked there for a year. Then I told myself, I think I need to start something of my own. I then started to envision myself having a beauty shop of my own. So then I left and went and opened something of my own. I started small. I really started small, but I worked myself up. And when I left the lady I was working for, I then decided to go to school and study about cosmetics, get certified, and then I did an iTech certificate with a school in Zimbabwe called Skin Spa, and then I get certified and graduated, and then that's how I started my journey.
Wow, wow, what a beautiful story. What a beautiful story. Wow, Ivy, so inspiring. So, Ivy, when did you start Makanaka Beauty Bar? When was it born?
It was born in I would say 2019. 2019, that's when I left my job and started doing something of my own. I gave the name, the brand name. I started advertising on social media. I did photo shoots. And then I started telling clients I have a space of my own, and clients started to come. And I remember it was in June 29. Then everything was going on so well. I was so excited. It was booming. A lot of people were excited about me. The support was overwhelming, honestly. I wasn't even ready with the rate of growth I was doing that time. But then unfortunately, from June to December, everything was okay. And then the following year, 2020, that's when COVID came. You know the story of COVID. That's
So,
when COVID came.
oh, it was so bad. What were the challenges you had when you started to open the
Yeah,
small
I would say
space?
when I started renting under someone who had a salon. So he just gave me, it was a guy, he owns a salon and he is into braiding. So he gave me a small corner and I started working there. And I was so excited. The rent was not a lot, it was $50, I think. But still, I was scared. A lot of people were criticizing me. Some were even saying, "I think you made a wrong choice. You never left your job." Even some of my relatives were not sure if I'd done the correct thing. That's honestly, and I started to doubt myself because did I do the right thing? Because a lot of people were really saying it's an industry which has a lot of people. How are you going to penetrate into the industry? You don't even have a lot of clients, and yet you're starting to pay rent $50, and you started on the upscale. I was really confused, honestly speaking, but I did not give up. I did not give up. I told myself that once I start something, I need to finish it. So I think I waited for that guy for a month. Then the second month, he said to me, "Your clients are now too many in my room. My clients are failing to find somewhere to sit because you're occupying my couch. So I'm going to give you a room." I said, "What? A room for how much?" 150. I said, no, I can't. Can't. No, you can do it. I can see that you can do it, Ivy. I think that guy, I owe him a lot. He was really pushing me So he gave me a room. It was a very big room, but I had literally nothing to put in it. I only had this case. If you know those boxes with lights, the one with us makeup artists use with lights, and you make it stand. You open it, it becomes a suitcase. You know, it's that
For
is the one
mobile.
that I had, the mobile one. That's the only thing that I had in a big room. So you can imagine the whole space is nothing. You can actually literally, a lot of people then come and say, now you see, that's why we tell you you did something wrong. You should have started this. But I told myself, no, I'm going to make this work. So I then started to wake myself up. I remember second month I worked in there. Then I had my first studio lights made in that room. It was one of my first breakthrough. The second month, my couch came. Everything just started to build up. That's what I'm saying. From 2019 April to December, it was all about building my things, buying things, and everyone was excited now to see. Next time when they come back for a set, they say, "Oh wow, you have got a couch now." The next time they come, they'll say, "Oh wow, you've got this." So up to December, it was worse because it was not a festive season. You know how, as beauticians, in the first season, that's when a lot of people need their makeup done. So I acquired a lot of money. I was so excited. I also then moved to another location for a bigger space again. And I moved with my things and everything was working out. That's when COVID came. When things were already shaping up. Yes, you can imagine.
Pandemic. And the pandemic. So, how did you react from negativity from people around you, especially close people who you think they will support your vision? And some they'll be like, "Are you sure you're gonna do this? This is for this type of people." How did you react to such negative comments?
I think the best way to react to negativity is just proving yourself that you can do it. You just have to stay in your lane. You don't have to say, if they say, I think you did this wrong, try this, then you move and try that. And they say, ah, no, no, no. You spend your whole life and time trying to please people. It's like they'll be telling you what to do. In fact, they'll be telling you what they wish they can do. You know? Sometimes some people feed their insecurities in you. And if you take that, you spend your whole life trying to balance it. What should I do? So what I did was, do you know, even my dad, I remember my dad did not even like it. He said to me, why did you leave a job which can give you benefits after you leave and start something that is already there, everyone is doing it? I was so heartbroken, I don't want to lie. I remember that's when I also started to feel, did I do something wrong? My dad, you know, as children, when we do things, mostly is to for our parents to say, I'm proud of you. Everyone
Yes.
needs that. So when it comes to a close person like your dad, you really then start to feel low, down. But I thank God as I continued with the journey and I proved to him that I could do it. I remember one of the days he came to my shop with one of my go-go, and they left the shop. I was so busy the day. Then they said, ah, let's go and buy drinks in the shop. Then they went. And when they come back, I asked my gogo and said, what was daddy saying? And then she said, your dad was saying, I think you took after him. You're
Oh,
doing
wow.
well. Now because he was now appreciating what I was doing, he thought that was I took after him now. So the point is, you just need to prove to people. You don't have um, to derail your way. You don't have to stay in your lane and prove to those people that you can do it. They'll eventually keep quiet. Trust me.
So, what was the reason that pushes you to prove, to make it where you are?
One of the things that really pushes me every day, Tendai, is I want to leave a legacy for my children. these days I'm always talking to other women, like I told you, I love inspiring other women. Like I go to women empowerment products, and I go to women empowerment functions, and when I go there and make speech, I always make it a point that I tell them that these days we need to do businesses where we leave legacies, brands where when we are gone, we will know that Shakira sworn Shakira's beauty what is still going to be there even if you're not there. You don't want to build a brand that when you die, it just dies with you. It's more about my children. I want them also to inherit that business and still take care of my children if I'm gone. Gone are the days when we just work, and when you die, your name just dies with it. You don't even have anything to remember about you. What did you leave for people around you? What did you leave for your children? Even for your clients. Do you know we build brands and we build bonds with clients. You know what I mean, Tenda? You are in the beauty industry. You know, there's a client who just comes just for you to say, I'm going there because it's Tendai's brand. And you want them also to be related and associated with the brand, even when you're not there. They say, this lady did this and she left this for us. Even when she's going, we know that you can have your clients to still come into your spa and enjoy the benefits even when you're gone. So that's what pushes me most when I'm working every day. I want to leave something. I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave a mark even when I'm gone.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
Welcome back to Shakira's Diaries on Cleveland TV in Diaspora, where you get to meet inspirational people like the superwoman I have today. She's a life coach, a motivational speaker. She fights against GBV. She's also the owner and founder of Makanaka Beauty Bar. Welcome back, Ivy.
Well, it's lovely to be here. I'm really enjoying everything happening here. Thank you so much for inviting me once again.
Pleasure. It's our honor. We are so humbled to have you. Ivy, tell us about this GBV. Can you tell us more about it?
Okay, so I'm an activist against gender-based violence. As you know, in November we collaborate GBV against women, right? So that's when we commemorate GBV against women, and for me it's a very, very touching thing because I was once in a situation where I was abused in a marriage, and it was a very difficult time for me. I lost a lot of confidence, I lost a lot of self-esteem, and I had a child by then, and he started beating me up even when I was pregnant. It was a very difficult time for me, and I remember I was very young. I was 21, I got pregnant, I went and get married to the guy. We started staying together with the parents, and he started to abuse me each and every day. And when I got, even on the day that I delivered my baby, he beat me up, and I then went into labor pains. I think Tendai, you gave birth recently to your twins. You know how it is when you're pregnant. You're just fragile. You're so fragile, and all you need is support, love, and care from someone. Not being abused, not being beaten up, not being emotionally abused, being told those strong words. So for me, it was a very, really difficult time for me until I decided that it was enough. It was enough, and I had to leave. And when I left, I told myself that I was going to vow to help someone out there who's going something like that, who's going through that, and I would I would help them to get out of the situation, because I know how it can affect your whole life if you keep yourself in that environment. And better, worse is you can even die. You know, some cases we have had cases of people who've been killed by their spouses, and they end up leaving their children. So for me, it's a very, very sensitive topic, and I feel so happy to talk about it every time and to help someone out there that if you are in a situation like that, you need to get out of it before it's too late.
Very, very touching, Ivy. And how did you get out of that?
I just told myself that it was enough, and it takes a lot of courage, though. It takes a lot of courage, and you need to have a lot of support system from people who love you, who are gonna tell you that even if you leave, we're gonna be there for you. We're gonna be there for you, and also leaving and then finding something to do to support yourself. A lot of people who stays in abusive relationships and marriages, they stay there because they don't have anything to support them when they leave. So they'll feel like that person who is abusing them is their dependent. And so that's why they keep being in the situation, because they feel like if I leave, how will I live? What do I do with the children? Where will I go? What do I do for income to feed myself? So I think also when I left, just being able to do something for myself and to take care of my children gave me hope that I could do it.
Thank God that you came out alive, and a lot of women have died in those situations. We have lost a lot, and it's not only women, there are also men who are being abused as well. And we thank God that you are a living testimony. And also, what advice can you give to the type of people in the same situation you were in years ago?
Oh, okay. Like I mentioned, if you're in that situation, I think what you just need is a lot of support from people who care. Talk to someone, find someone to share with, and get someone you share with every day when it happens. Don't be like in your nutshell where you just close yourself up and get depressed. You don't want to end up being depressed of a situation that you can actually get out of. There are a lot of support system out there in every country. I know there are plenty of spaces which you can go and tell your story, and they'll find ways to help you. I think that would be helpful rather than just keeping yourself locked up in a situation like that. Talk to someone and get help.
And also, in our society, sometimes when I'm going a lot and I'm in a bad space, like what you were saying, but sometimes people always judge or ending up judging you when you tell them your story. People are scared that I'm gonna be the talk of the town. Before you know it, I'm just calling Ivy, I'm going through this and this. My husband beat me up yesterday, and then now it's on the status already. Some people are being beaten, some people, relationship mujolo. Some people are scared, Ivy. What do we do? Because there's a lot of people who are scared to share their stories because we're gonna judge or we gossip about it.
Okay, like I mentioned before, that there are a lot of safe spaces you can go, like organization. In Zimbabwe, we have an organization called Musasa Project. Musasa Project is an organization where you can go and you can share whatever you want to share in a very safe space. They have counselors, they are linked to lawyers, they are linked to police officers, they are linked to many organizations, shelter organization where you can go. Suppose you get beaten up and you don't want to go back home, they have a place where they can shelter you for that night, and they can think of something else to do for you whilst you are dealing with the situation. And even in the society, there are people like me. I have volunteered myself to listen to people with the same situation and for me, if you come to me, I won't judge you because I've been in the same situation. So I know exactly what you'll be going through, Tentai. It's very difficult for you to go to someone who's never experienced something like that because they don't even know how to answer you. They don't even know what to tell you. That's when they are going to tell the next person that, today I was here at my house last night. Hey, she was beaten by the husband. It was bad. She was blood all over. She's thinking she's helping you by telling someone else, but yet you went to her seeking protection and privacy when you're dealing with that sensitive part of your life. So you have to know where to go, organizations and people around you where you can go and tell your story in a very safe space. Even police officers, every police station has got a place where you can go and they take you, not even in front of everyone, that you can go and tell your story and they will find ways of how they can help you from onwards.
Wow, interesting. Guys, if you are there out there and you don't trust maybe your cousins around or your friends, it's not every friend we call a friend. Some they don't mean good. There is a lot of organization, as Queen Ivy is telling us, whether you're in Mozambique, in Nigeria, in Zimbabwe, there is a lot. You've got somewhere to run to. Please, we don't want to lose more and more lives each and every day. There's solutions to this abuse. Okay, Ivy, tell us about the life coaching.
Yeah, I just found myself in it. Honestly speaking, it's something that comes naturally in me. I just find myself telling people a lot of things to do. If I see someone and I say, tonight I think you have a passion in beauty and clothing industry, I think you should follow that. Then they say, I don't even know how to start. I just find myself helping those people, not because I'll be expecting something from them in return, but it's something that I do with all my heart. And I've helped a lot of people start their businesses. I've helped a lot of people to get out of situations situations that they didn't even think they would get out. But for me, it comes natural. So it's something that I am focusing on, and I want to equip myself more. I'm going to get certified so that even I can even then advertise myself as a certified life coach and do it professionally.
Wow, interesting. So this is a talent, a gift from God. Wow, very interesting. Ivy, what is it that you offer at Makandaka Beauty Bar?
Okay, so when I started, I was focusing on makeup only. Like I mentioned, I was working under someone doing makeup only. And then when I left, I started doing makeup full time. And then I went to school, did an iTech certificate in makeup. And then I did a diploma in beauty specialist, which now focuses on pedicures, waxing, facials, and manicures, right? And then after that, I then went and trained again in visual lashes from another beauty spa. I get certified and I did microblading, and now we are expanding because I also want to include massages. So I keep on listening. As you are starting a business and what your clients tell you what they need, and a business is always becomes successful by solving a problem. If you want to be successful in life, solve a problem. If you solve a problem, you see that you'll be more successful faster because the clients around you, the people around you, they will tell you what they need. I think as for you, Tendai, I was following your story also, how we met and what, and I started to get intrigued by how you do your things. And I realized that you then went and then did something included like a lodge where you offer people where to sleep, massages, when people have parties. And I think your clients were the one who were telling you that, why can't you put something that is like a one-stop shop for us? When I come, I want to have my nails done, my hair done, massages. I want someone to relax with my husband, and I want someone to have good breakfast. So your clients are the one who tell you where they want your business to go, the direction where you should go. So you need to listen to the people and the clients around you because those are your clients and those are your payroll. I I always tell them, those are your payroll.
Yes, a client is a king and they're always right. It's
Yes,
very
they are
true.
always.
Get advised by our clients. They'll be like, okay, okay, I can't drive now to Pretoria to do my massages. I need to do it here. I can't drive for my makeup. I need to. And now we are tired. We can't drive back home after massage. We need somewhere to sleep. Yeah, very correct. It was all the clients' ideas, and they are equipping us, and we are learning also every day, every single day. We are still learning. Interesting, Ivy. And congratulations on a beauty bar you opened. It's amazing, guys. You need to pop in. I can't wait to go to Zimbabwe. And everyone who is in Zimbabwe, please go and pop in. Tell us, where exactly is the beauty bar?
Okay, so my beauty bar is situated in Harare, in avenues, is by corner 5 and 7th. You know, people in Harare, they'll know there's a complex called 5 Avenue Shops. It's close by there. And I've got social media handles, Makanaka Beauty Bar, on social media, Instagram and Facebook. So if you go there, you'll find my details there and you can book your appointment.
Wow, wow, interesting. I'm super, super proud of you. Last time I went to Zimbabwe, I visited the previous shop, and boom, all of a sudden there's a new one, a very modern. I'm super proud of you, Ivy. Okay, Ivy, tell us, you are a married woman, a mother. How do you handle the pressure?
Yeah, it's quite a lot. And especially because you are now yes, I'm still starting my business. I'm still growing. And I find myself sometimes being in a situation where I even get emotional because at the same time, I have children who look up for me. I have clients who look up for me. I have a lot of people around me who look up to me. So at the end of the day, you need to balance. You need to find to balance all those things and make sure that you give a portion to each of them. So sometimes it's difficult. I don't want to lie. As for my job, you know, our job is busy on weekends. It's busy on weekends. And on weekends, that's when my children are home full time. Midweek, they'll be at school. I leave home early. I come back late, sometimes every day around 7, 8. They'll be sleeping. I leave home early. On the weekend, it's one of my busiest days. I leave home early again. So it takes a toll, I don't want to lie. Being in an entrepreneur and then at the same time being a wife and being a mother, you need to learn how to balance those things because all those things are so fundamental in your lives and you don't want to miss one of each. And at the end of the day, you lose one of it if you're not careful. So it's been a roller coaster. I don't want to lie to you. I've been emotional sometimes. I even got to a point where I wanted to quit because of challenges at work. And there's a time I lost goods worth about $3,000. I came to South Africa last year in December. I wanted to expand into shoes and handbags. I got products worth about 3,000. I went and put at the bus and I lost all the things. They never arrived. And I was depressed. I remember I was so depressed. I didn't want to go to work. I would just cry myself to sleep each and every day. But through the support of my family, I managed to get up again, start all over again. And then I'm here. But it's very difficult. And if you're in the situation, you just need to know how to balance the things. That's what I can say.
Wow, wow. We thank God that you managed to come back into your feet because you know it's money after all, and sometimes, especially, we are going to take a very short break. We'll be back now. Stay tuned.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Shakira's Diaries on Clevernet TV in Diaspora. We still have our great woman, a motivational speaker, a life coach, entrepreneur. She's a mother, she's a wife. Her name is Ivy Mucheng. She is the CEO of Makanaka Beauty Bar. Welcome back, Ivy.
Welcome. Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone out there. Hi, Africa.
Ivy, how do you deal with difficult clients?
There's no such thing as a difficult client, since everyone is a client, and you just have to know how to deal. You need to treat each client individually. You need to have a relationship with each client individually and know exactly how they want to be treated. Because if you combine them as clients as one, I expect you to behave a certain way the other client who left in the shop, of which that's not it. You've got a certain way how you want to be touched, how you want to be presented the service that you are being offered. So the best possible way is to know each client individually. I tell you, the most difficult clients which you think you have, if you treat them in a certain way, the way they just want to be treated. There's a kind of yours Tendai who, when she's coming, you guys, you need to make sure that your shop is spot on. Spot on. Then there's clients who doesn't even matter if you've just finished doing another client, you're not yet finished preparing for the next. They said, no, let me just wait sitting here, you can just pack yourself. There are some clients like that. But there are some clients who are so particular about those things, which you would know that Ivy is coming for a massage. She wants the room ventilated, she wants the aircon on, she wants the sheets clean, the towels spotless. Just do that for me. You never have a problem with me. I'll never be difficult. I'll start to be difficult when I find all those things not done. And I'll start to scream at you and say, your shop is so dirty, I don't like it. And then you say, Ivy's a difficult client. No, I'm not a difficult client. Just do what I want and we are okay.
Wow. Ivy, what of, I understand you, I've learned something from that. What of a client? Okay, I've been in the industry since I was 16. So there is a client who come to you. I have worked at Ebony, and I moved to the one next to Chinoy. I moved back to SA. And there is a client which will come and say, okay, do my nails. I want them in red. And then the next thing, after 1 hour, they are done with the jelly. She'll be like, no, I'm not thinking pink. Oh, no, I don't want them long. I want them short. How do you deal with those? Can we say we deal with them individual?
You know what? The secret about clients who are like that is they know themselves. They know that they are difficult. I've had clients which tell me that I'm very difficult. Like sure they say and they say, oh really? No, that's fine. So let's see. Let me do your service. You're doing the perfect and exact way you were trained and how you know it. Instead. And work with them. When you're doing their nails, you do. So which color are we using today, ma'am? Today I want red. Are you sure? Because I've got 5 colors you can choose from. I've got pink, I've got red, give it the power. You understand? Give it the power to choose anything that she wants and make her feel comfortable as if she owns your spa. Leave the lower person, make it the bigger person. Trust me, you will never have problems because those people, they know they are difficult. And sometimes people come with a lot of frustrations, not for you, but from home. And they come to you because they can't defend themselves at home. They want to make you feel lower the way they are being made feel at home. You understand, Tendai? So when they come to you, They want to be the bigger person. So they'll be bossing you around. What you just have to do is remain humble. Remain humble and make sure that you give them the best service the way they want it. Work with them. I have clients that every time I am doing their makeup, they are always on the mirror. Like, I think this eyebrow is, you know what you do? You just take a brush, fix, and sometimes you don't even fix anything. They said, yeah, I think that's okay. They just want to make sure that they told you what they want. So I think my nails are a bit longer. Just take a file and file a bit. They say, I think it's okay. Not because you did anything, but just make sure they made you do it. So just work with them, do what they want. And trust me, by the end of 3 services, you know exactly what she wants and you won't have a problem with them.
Okay, so you agree they are difficult clients because they even know someone who just say, you know what, I'm the most difficult client you have ever seen, and then okay,
But what will make them stay with you after they are being difficult? But they left about 5 spas in Johannesburg. They left, they went to this spa, they left, but then they come to you and they tell, I'm the most difficult client, but you see them for the next 2 years. That's what I'm talking about. It's about knowing what your client wants, even when you know she's difficult, but you become patient with her, work with her, and she'll say, I think I found home. And she won't be difficult again.
wow,
Because some people they show their clients that I know you're difficult. The moment they enter the door, say, oh my God, your facial expression only can actually tell your client that I'm not in the mood today. So that's why clients keep on moving. They will exactly find the person who will tolerate them and they'll be in good books.
who understands them.
Mm.
Wow, interesting, Ivy. Very interesting. Okay, Ivy, so do you have employees?
Yes, I do have employees. I have 3 ladies and I always take interns. Like when they go to these beauty schools around Harare, you know, in town, where they train people and they are told to go now and get somewhere they can train. I always take those girls and train them. If I see that I really like this, I offer them a job. If they want a job, we start working together. So now I have 3. I would say 4. The other one is actually on leave for a study leave. I also take people who are going to school and encourage them to also follow their dreams. So the other one is actually going to school. So she took a 1-month leave break for studying.
Wow. Well done. We need more of those, especially in Africa when we have a lot of youth which is not working. So Ivy, what motivates you?
Like I mentioned before, what motivates me is where I see my dream going and my vision going. I've told myself that now do you know that there's a difference between being a business owner and owning a business? Like being an entrepreneur, you could be an entrepreneur and you own your business, but at the same time you need to detach yourself from your business. I'm telling you something like, Tendai, you now own that place that you own, but you want to have 5 more in South Africa, right? How do you do that? You need to let your clients that you have gotten to a point where they can trust whoever who you are going to leave in charge of your spa, even if you go to Pretoria and open another one. Because you don't want to be in a situation like I was telling you, that you don't want to run a business, which means if you are not there, you travel to Zimbabwe, then you close down that space of yours. You understand what I mean? You can't even come and see your gogo in Zimbabwe for a week because you know if I leave, there's no income.
Clients to be good.
Yes. So we need to build brands. We need to set up systems that will run our businesses even if we are not there. So that's one thing that is pushing me now. I want to branch myself from my business so that I build other systems. Even if I come to South Africa there for a week, to spend some time with Tentai, I know my studio is still running and I'm still coming to get some income when I come back. So that's what we should be doing in our businesses. Even if you bake, even if you are a tailor, even if whatever business you're doing, you need to learn to set aside your business and yourself, so that set systems that even when you're not there, you can still run your business. So you need to then include a financial advisor in your business, find an accountant, find a marketer for your business. Those people that will run your business in the shadow, we don't even need to know about them, but they'll be at the shadow running your business and you're not there. Find a manager for your business who knows exactly what Tendai wants and will do that exactly how you run even when you're there. So that even when clients come, they won't even notice the difference that you are not there. That's where I want my business to go, so that I can even open other spaces to even get more people, employ other girls out there. There are a lot of people who are looking for jobs. So if I just say I have got this small space with 5 girls and I live like that, what about the 20 other girls who are out there? So I need to grow my business, and that way I can also detach myself from my business.
Interesting word of wisdom. So who inspires you?
You you are one person that inspired me to be where I am today. You remember I wrote you a message on Facebook, and I have mentors. It's always good to have mentors in your businesses, not in your business only, in your life. You cannot only have one mentor, because you have about 3 different aspects. You have you as an individual, you have your business, right, and you have your financial side of your business. So for you to succeed on all this, you need people who are in those areas. So you can find a mentor who will mentor you and guide you on your financial side, how to then run your business financially stable, that you can even open other spaces. How do you do that? You go to a person who have run a business for long and they have opened other spaces. They are not even going to their shops because they have other systems they're set up, like what I was saying. So you go to that person and you said, can you mentor me on that department? How can then I finance my business so that it can grow in other directions? Then you have a mentor again who is your personal mentor, your growth as an individual, how to deal with certain things like peer pressure, like depression, like you are running a business and sometimes you get to a point where now I want to expand. How do I expand? What do I do? You need to have a mentor who have been in that same scenario, same situation. So you cannot have one mentor. You can have 3 different mentors in 3 different levels of your life. So I have people who inspire me, who I see, and I tell myself that I want to be like this person. So what do? I go to that person, talk to that person, ask them how they are doing, how they started, what challenges they face when they are running their businesses. That will also help you, because you can't run a smooth business. You have your lows and your highs sometimes, but you can only understand it when you go and talk to a person who have experienced that.
Wow, amazing, Ivy. I'm also so very, very humble to inspire such great women out there. I'm also inspired by you, and I learned a lot from you and other women in my industry. Ivy, the word of advice would you give to a woman out there to empower women, to empower a girl child, to empower also a boy child?
Okay, so I'll just say to someone out there who've been struggling to know how they can start up something, they don't even know where they want to go, is I think you need to discover what you love. A lot of people always asking me, "Kuti, how do you know that you've got passion for this and passion for that?" For me, A passion is something which you can offer for free at some point in life. You understand? If you've got something that you do, and there's never a point which you even offer to do something for free for someone, I think you know what happens. It's like you do this for money. If it's not working out, you move. You go to the next thing. You buy tomatoes. You sell them. If they are not doing you move. You sell fish. But if it's a passion, you find that no matter how you fail, how many times you fail, you always come back. You need to redraw. You need to find what went wrong. How can I rectify this? So, someone out there who's been struggling, maybe a person who always offer to do catering at family functions, at organizations, at work for free. You're a person who just loves to say, when there's a function at a family, you say, let me organize it. You're a person who offers to do things at home for free. That's your passion. Why can't you monetize it? Instead of just doing it for free, that's your passion. You love doing it. Then monetize it. Go to school, learn more about it, learn about how I can monetize this thing. Then you can start to make money out of it. Because if you've got a passion about something, if you've got a skill, then that's what you should start doing. And always remember, it's difficult to jump. It's very difficult to jump. You can be on one position for long thinking, oh my God, what if I fail? Where will I get the money? Fear always crawls in our minds, in our heads every time when you want to start something, but you always have to take a risk and jump. What if you fly? What if you fly to die?
Wow, guys, this was amazing. We have come to an end of our show today. I'm your host. My name is Tendai Mitiwere, aka Shakira, and we had a great superwoman. She is the founder of Makanaka Beauty Bar, and she's a life coach. She's also a motivational speaker. She fight against the GBV. She's a great woman. She inspires me. She inspires a lot. Thank you so much. It was nice having you. Until we meet again next Monday, the same time. Thank you, Ivy.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure, and I really hope I've been helpful and I've impacted someone out there. Thank you so much.
It was, and you really touched my life. You really touched everybody here. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.